All right, welcome to the warehouse. Today we're gonna run through a quick video, hopefully quick, of all of the computer settings on the S900 bike computer, made specifically for, we use them on our XF900s. So let's get right into it. First step, turn on your bike, obviously. So to turn on these bikes, just like all the rest of our other ones, press and hold the M key and your screen will light up. So basic controls on your remote. You've got, on this model, there are two remotes. On some 900 models, there is no light or horn switch. So M button is mode or your power button. Up arrow is up, down arrow is down. If you look on the screen, if you press and hold this up button, the light indicator will come on. But there is no light on the bike. That is because this has the second remote where the light is located. So the screen will not tell you, the screen is separate from this secondary remote. So if you were trying to figure out how to turn on your remote and you just have the single remote, just press and hold that up arrow and that'll turn on and off your light. Otherwise, just use this side remote here. First, I'm gonna go through quick what all of your areas are here on this. So down on the bottom left corner, you've got your pedal assist mode. This tells you which mode of the bike you're in. You can adjust how many modes there are in the later settings that I'll show you. But for right now, from the factory, it's going to be set from 1 to 5, 0 to 5. 0 meaning no assist, 1 lowest, 5 highest. Right next to this pedal assist area, you have your wattage box that displays the wattage reading from the motor, basically how hard the motor is working. In this middle box next to the mode, it tells you which mode you're in, which pedal assist. So you basically have number system, and then you also have words as well. So it goes from eco to standard to power, and then so on. Ranging through all 5 modes. If you go down to 0, no modes appear in that mode area. The next box shows your speed. There are a couple of different settings you can have. So if you press and hold the up arrow and the M button at the same time, then it will switch. So you can have where it shows the max speed. So that would be, it's gonna just show the max speed for that ride that you're on there. Since you turn on the bike. You can press and hold it again. The next option is average speed. So that records what's your average speed if you just want to see what you've been holding. The last mode it has is this timer. That is timer since you turned on the computer. As soon as you turn it off and turn it back on, it'll reset to 0. Press and hold the up and M key, you get back to your miles per hour. After that, this box in the top left corner, that shows your battery percentage. It's a rough guess. It's next to it, you've got this other gauge. This shows a couple of options. It either shows your trip distance or your odometer. So if you short press the M key, you can toggle between the two. If you go to the odometer and press and hold the down button, it will reset that. Same thing with the trip. If you press and hold the M button or the down button, it will reset that as well. So those are all of your basic, before you go into any back settings, that is how to adjust things here on the screen. All right, so now we're gonna go into the back settings of this computer. So to get there, you're gonna press and hold the up and down arrows at the same time until the screen changes, basically. Now up at the top, it has a PO and then a number. So the first screen you're gonna come to is gonna say PO1. And you'll notice it just timed out. And so that's why, if you look, I took too long explaining, so it swapped back. So it only takes a couple of seconds, so you have to be kind of fast to know what you're going through. But you'll press and hold the up and down arrows to get in. And each of these PO1 settings adjusts a different thing. So first is PO1, that is background luminance. To adjust this, You can toggle up and down, and it's just like it says, it's how bright. So you have 1 to 3, and I'm just using my up and down arrows to get there. I'm gonna leave it at 2 because that's what it was at. You can choose, this one's optional, up to you guys. Hit the M key to move on to PO2. Here, this is where you can change between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. So just a simple, it's either 0 or 1. 0 is kilometers per hour, 1 is miles per hour. Again, hit the M key to continue. Next is PO3. This is your voltage mode. Our bikes all have a 48 volt, so make sure that stays at 48 volts. Press the M key to continue. Next is PO4. This is a sleep timer, so this says that it will turn off after 5 seconds or 5 minutes or something like that. You can adjust that. It has from 1 to 60 there. So I'm gonna leave that where it's at 5. I moved on. I'm now in PO5. PO5 is the mode grades. So your options are 0, 1, or 2. 2 means that you have up to pedal assist 6. Let's see, yeah. Pedal assist, actually 9, I believe. So once it times out here, it should be all set and ready to go. So I'm gonna test this. So you can see I'm going all the way up to 9. So if you wanted to change that, you can. It basically just changes how many pedal assist modes you have. Your options are 0, 1, or 3. 0 means you have 3 pedal assist modes, so 0, 1, 2, and 3. 1 means that you have 5, and then 2 means you have 9. So I'm going to change that back. I like it at to have 5, so I'm going to change that back to 1 there, just to keep that level. Next is your wheel size. These are 26-inch by 4 wheels. We like to use 28. You could also use 29. Your speed is based off of this, so if you adjust it, it will mess up or correct your speedometer. I would leave it at 28. That'll get you a really good guesstimate. Next mode is PO7. This is a speed measuring magnet. It's for the technicians only. Don't adjust this setting. Okay, so PO7, don't adjust it. It should be at 1. If it's off, turn it back to 1. Next, we're gonna move on to PO8. This is your speed limit. I believe from the factory it's set at 50. This is in kilometers per hour. So if it's at 50, then it's like, I don't know, somewhere around 26, 28 miles per hour. If you want to remove this speed limit, turn it all the way up to 100 and your bike will go as fast as the motor will let it. I'm gonna leave this one on at 50 just because that's how this bike is being used. Okay, so P10 is a driving mode. This is made, I believe it's for if you want to, for example, change to, you can choose, some bike brands have given the option where you can have throttle only or pedal assist only or both. Currently, our bikes only have one option. So if you change that, nothing's gonna happen. So don't worry about that one. This is how sensitive your bike is to the pedal assist, basically. So how quickly it like notices that your pedal assist is engaging. For this bike, it's set at 3. 1 is the most sensitive. There's a range of, I believe it's 1 to 24 on that one. So you can kind of choose in that range, I guess, if you wanted it more sensitive. I would just leave that one how it's set though. I wouldn't mess with that one. Next is P12. This option is your start strength. So as soon as you start pedaling, how much power the motor puts in. You've got a range of 0 to 5. I believe 5 is the most powerful. This one's set right at the middle. I'm just gonna leave it there at 3. That'll be good for us. Next is P13. This is a magnet type. I would leave it set at whatever the factory one is, which should be 12 for our bikes. So leave it there. Next is P14. This one is a current limiting of the controller, so it limits how much current or amperage. It has a range of 1 to 20 amps. For our bikes, it should be set at 13. So leave that one how it is as well. Next is the controller low voltage setting. Basically, once your battery hits whatever it is on this, then it will shut off the controller so it doesn't damage the battery or the controller. Leave that how it is. Ours are set at 40, leave it there. Odometer 0 out. If you want to reset your odometer, toggle to here and then press and hold the up arrow for 5 seconds and it will reset the odometer. P17. Now this mode is, it stands for auto cruise setting. So basically what I would, for this one, just leave it 100. It's set that way from the factory. That's how it should be. I believe it adjusts your cruise control options. To activate cruise control when you're on the main screen and you're at a certain pedaling speed, you can press and hold the down arrow and it should maintain that speed. If you want to disengage it, press the brake or press the throttle or start pedaling again. The final mode on these computers is P18. We're told this one is the speed display adjustment setting. Basically, I believe you can kind of change your battery percentage, what it shows. So whether it's like exactly on your battery or if it's based off of the controller and the motor, how much time you have left. For us, we like to leave it at 0. That will give you just a straight reading of what's coming off of your battery to the computer. Won't have any calculations in there. So, and there you go. That's the computer settings. Once you're in the main settings, if you want to save any of those settings, you can press and hold the up and down arrows to exit the setting menu and it should save everything, or you can just let it time out like I've been doing and it'll come back to the main screen and you should be ready to go for a ride.